Here to talk about exploration in games. In other words, where a player's forces or assets are exploring, which is typically a game in outer space. There's a big divide here between people who like the randomness of exploration and those who don't like the randomness of exploration. For the ones who don't like it, a game that simply has a lot of chance in the exploration annoys them. So for example, I have a game that is essentially Britannia in outer space with freeform methods. So it takes all the rigidity out of the Britannia system. And there is exploration of all of the areas in the galaxy that constitutes the board. Well, this game's been played many times, but one time a player got really annoyed because the area he came into turned out to not have much in the way of value in the exploration. The result of this has been that I've already had the galaxy divided into 4 parts, and now each of the 4 parts will have the same set of possible systems. Unfortunately, what that does is it removes some of the randomness, because before I had more markers that could be explored than places to explore. So it might be that a really valuable system wouldn't be in the mix, or a really unvaluable system wouldn't be in the mix. In order to make it even now, I've had to avoid that. Of course, there's going to be the option that people can do what they want. And there's still a possible problem that if somebody is working on the border between 2 of the 4 quadrants, they could be unlucky and have low values rather than average values. This reminds me of an old prototype of mine that also had space exploration, where each player has his own set of cards to draw to see what he finds when he explores. Now, this isn't exactly even, of course, because some players may explore more places than others, and so not everybody may go all the way through their cards. But that was my solution for that. Now, I have yet another prototype that is a dungeon crawl, more or less. And the players are taking their gang into a newly discovered dungeon, and there are face down markers that represent lots of different things. There's no way to make this even because the players are not set in where they're coming in, and they can come in anywhere in something like 8 entrances to the dungeon. So I'm just going to leave that as it is, and there will be occasions when one player will explore a lot of places and not find much that's good, not find many treasures, and another player will only explore a few and find several treasures. But that's kind of like life, and further, I don't see anything I can do to change it in that particular game. So you do what you can, and you consider who you want to accommodate. And this is how I've dealt with it. Thanks for listening.